Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Sir, do we have a separate YouTube channel for this?
Yes, we have. Just give us some time. Okay, then we will continue. Okay, just give us some time. All right. No need to worry now. Uh, I hope audio and everything is clear, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Just
sir.
for quick.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay.
Yes,
Now
sir.
we'll start the session.
So
Just
one
give me.
query regarding in my dashboard, it show me course access unavailable.
I mean, now everyone would be able to access the course. Please check now. Okay, because I believe everyone will be able to access the course by now. Just check this link. I mean, course page link.
No, sir, I'm
No,
not.
sir, is still not available.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, sir.
Just mail it to the support team, because when I mean, just few hours back when I talked with them, they said that yeah, I mean, they have onboarded every student they have enrolled students in this portal, on this portal, but still, if you guys are saying that it is not visible to you, then maybe just
Yeah,
ping
sir.
support team.
Even
Huh?
for us, it's not visible, sir. It still
Oh,
says that error.
Sir, for a single student also it is not visible, sir. So there is no
Yes, sir.
point in everybody going back to the thing. Like maybe from
correct,
the
correct, correct.
your
Yeah,
side
okay,
you
okay.
will put a message
Yeah,
that will be
right, right,
helpful.
right, right. I'll do. As I
Yes.
said, no, I did earlier also. Okay, I mean, just few
Thank
hours
you.
back, they said that I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, they have given you the access and everything. So that's why I said it's okay. Uh, all right. Let me share my screen now.
In my case, the access is there, but the form linked with the access is showing previous terms form
Okay, okay. That we
details.
will fix. That we will fix. Do not worry. I mean, or maybe you would have got the access of previous old last term course page. Is it?
No, I'm talking about the project page only. So the
Okay,
project
okay.
page
Yeah.
is open and accessible, but it is showing the form filling and the details of previous semester,
Okay, okay,
previous
okay.
term.
We will see. We will see. Okay. Maybe we should start now. Okay.
Also, just one thing to add on, probably for your later session taking care, that the
Hmm.
dates shown in even in this term's schedule mark it out as MLP project having started since April 15th onwards or April
Okay,
30th
okay, okay.
onwards.
I'll take all the doubts. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's not. Yeah. So first of all, just mute yourself, everyone. Okay, so that we can conduct it smoothly. So that if when people will see it later, no, they will all be also able to understand everything. Okay. So yeah. So how we'll go in this session is that first we will talk about how the project workflow, how things will work here. Okay, and then we will discuss about each and every step. Okay. So in the first 1 hour, we will discuss about the project workflow and everything. Then in the then next 30 to 40 minutes, we will show you how to submit it on Kaggle. So even if you do not have any idea about Kaggle, you will understand it and you will be able to submit new models. Okay, you will understand the process of submission on Kaggle. So that will be the second thing, and after that we can take the doubts. All right.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Works.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to this first session of MLP project. So in this course, me and Manoj will be there uh, for all the registration related issues or milestone related issues. You can contact Manoj, and all other issues you can for all other issues you can contact me. Okay. So this time we intentionally we have not created this G space, because I mean we were facing issues, and I think uh, a few people were getting spammed mails. Okay. So that's why we have ignored G space for this term. Okay. Yeah. So that is the thing. I hope all of you would have I mean access of this guideline document. Okay. This is the guideline document. It is available in the grading document also. Okay, for MLP project. I'll take it. I'll discuss it later. Okay. So the objective of current term competition is to predict a customer's purchase value based on their multi-session behavior across digital touchpoints. Okay, and for Kaggle, I would say that, see here we have some submissions limit. Every day you can do maximum 5 submissions. If you don't use it, if you don't use it, it will lapse. Okay, so every day you will have maximum 5 submissions. Okay, so that is the thing. Second, after that we have Vivas. Okay, or let me say it from here only. Okay, let me discuss it from here. Okay, so first of all, what you have to do is that in this project is that you have to do the registration. So there is, I mean, if anyone is understanding that they have, paid the fee and they have enrolled in the course, so they will be eligible for all the things. That is not there. Here we have particular registration process. In this registration process, you will get a form, okay, which is available on the portal. So once you will get the access of this portal, no, it will look something like this. Okay, so here you have registration form, competition registration form. So you have to fill this form. Okay, so you have to fill this form. All right, I mean, later Manoj will explain you how to fill this form. Okay, so I won't talk about it for now. So you have to fill this form. Once your registration is successful, that you can check it here. Okay, important links are there. Here you have registration status link. Okay, so currently it will show you the last term's registration sheet. We have kept it intentionally to just to give you the just to give you the idea like how it looks. Okay, it is loading. Yeah, so in this sheet you will be able to see your registration status. Okay, so there are there are some criteria through which, I mean, if you do everything correctly, then only your registration will be successful. Once your registration is successful, after that there is certain some cutoff score. Okay, then after a successful registration, you can start submitting your new models on Kaggle. You can continue improving your score on Kaggle. For now, take it like the cutoff score will be somewhere around 0.45. I mean, as of now, are yet to officially announce it. But yeah, for now, you can understand the cutoff will be somewhere around 0.45. Once you cross that cutoff, you will be eligible for Vivas. For that, again, there is another sheet, L1 eligibility status. Okay, in this sheet, your status will be shown whether you are eligible for Vivas or not. So once you have successfully registered for the project, you cross the cutoff, then you will be eligible for Vivas. Okay, so there will be two level of Vivas. There is level 1 Viva, there is level 2 Vivas. Okay, so I mean, once you are eligible for level 1 Viva, you will get a form from ops team. Okay, you do not have to worry about anything. Once you see that your name is in this L1 eligibility sheet, okay, yeah. So here, if you see, if you are eligible for Viva, you do not have to do anything. You will get a G form to book the slot. Okay, so once you book the slot of level 1 Viva, so then it will happen. Okay, in the level 1 Viva, what you can expect is that there will be certain checklist. Okay, that checklist is available in this document somewhere here. Okay, so there are 11 checkpoints. Out of these 11 checkpoints, there are few mandatory checkpoints. For example, you have to mandatorily do the EDA part. Okay, you should be able to explain your code to the L1 examiner. Okay, and also you should have tried at least 3 different models. Okay, these are the mandatory checkpoints which L1 examiner will check. Okay, apart from that, L1 examiner will also also ask questions from here and there, and they may ask you to write some lines of code. These things will be done only to cross check whether the work which is shown by you is original or not. If it is not original, they will fail you directly. Okay, so that's the process. Again, the aim of L1 Viva is not to give you any marks. The L1 Viva is just a screening process. Here we check the authenticity of your work and the quality of your work. Okay, for quality checking, we have certain checkpoints which L1 examiner will mark. Okay, in your in your feedback, or yeah, in your evaluation copy. Okay, and then after that, he will also cross check whether your work is authentic or not. Okay. For that they will ask questions. They may ask you technical question, non-technical questions, or I mean, why did you use that particular model, why didn't you use some other model? Okay, how you selected this hyperparameter value, something like this. I mean, there can be any questions. They can ask questions from your notebook also. Then there may be some questions out of your notebook also. Okay, but yeah, ultimate aim is to just to cross check whether the work is authentic or not. Here one important point is that do not copy paste code from chat gpt or any llm tools. In case if you get caught, it will be considered as it will be considered as a case of plagiarism. Okay, and yeah, obviously you will fail the project and you will be sent to disciplinary committee. Okay, so that is there. So I mean, strictly chat gpt is not allowed. In case if you want to use it, you can just go through the, you can see the, you can understand and you can use it. For example, I mean, till the last term we were saying that okay, if you are, even if you are taking the code from chat gpt, no, at least you should be able to explain. But at least from the current term, the rules which are made from the office is that is chat gpt and other things are other lm tools are still not allowed. In case if you are using it, no, you should take that for reference, but do not copy paste the code. Okay, do not take the code entirely or something. Okay, you can understand the method, you can understand the ways how to do this, and then write your own code. Do not copy paste it. Okay, because in case if you get caught, okay, you will be sent to the disciplinary committee. So I think yeah, you are aware about the disciplinary committee rules. Okay, so there are few things there. L1 Viva, you will get two chance. Okay, you will get two attempts for to clear L1 Viva. Okay, but only in the first two Viva cycles. Okay, what is Viva cycles? You may ask me. So Viva cycle is something. So every day we do not conduct Viva. So we conduct Viva in cycles. First cycle, second cycle, third cycle. In a month we may conduct first cycle. Then next month we will conduct second cycle, and then another month we will conduct third cycle. So in the first two cycles, you are eligible to repeat the level one Viva. In case even if you fail level one Viva, you will get one more chance to appear for a level one Viva. Okay, but in the last cycle, you won't get any other chance to repeat the level 1 Viva. So remember, it's always a good, I mean, if you ask me personally, I would suggest you to appear for level 1 Viva at least in first cycle or second cycle. Second cycle for sure. Because even if you fail level 1 Viva, you will get another chance. But in case if you fail level 1 Viva in the third cycle, you won't get any other chance. You have to repeat the project. Okay, so here is another thing. Even in case if you in level 1 if you score less than 50%, I mean you have failed. But even or there are some other criteria also, like in case if you pass level 1 Viva, I mean not with the, I mean completely, you have not passed all the checkpoints, but still I mean you have crossed 50%. In that case you will get D or E grade, okay, based on your level 1 Viva performance. Okay, so that is corner case we may discuss. I mean slowly once you will move in this course, no, you will understand these things. Okay, for now just understand, do the successful registration. After successful registration, just cross the cutoff. Once you cross the cutoff, you will be eligible for level 1 Viva. Once you are eligible for level 1 Viva, appear in book the slots. You will get the form to book the slots. Once you book the slots, you will get level 1 Viva. If you pass it, you will be moved to the level 2 Viva. Okay, again for level 2 Viva also, you have to book the slots. For level 2 Viva, they will check your technical skills, and complete 60 marks is dependent on your level 2 Viva. Level 2 Viva examiner will evaluate your notebook quality. Okay, and they have different rubrics to judge your notebook work. Okay, for that they will give you 10 marks, and for your Viva performance they will give you 50 marks. In level 2 Viva, they may ask you questions from stats, maths, MLT, and MLP. Obviously, 80 to 90% questions will be from MLT and MLP only, but yeah, 10 to 20% questions can be from maths and stats. Okay, so that is the process for level 2 Viva. Also, in level 2 Viva, they may ask you to write some lines of code. Okay, so that is about level 2 Viva. Now let's talk about few things, that is how effective leaderboard will look. Okay, although you would have a link of leaderboard on Kaggle. Okay, let me open the Kaggle. Okay, this is not the competition, current competition. Uh, So yeah, here you have the link of leaderboard, but see in this Kaggle leaderboard, it considers all the things. Okay, I mean there are some people like who
We are
would have
not
not.
able to see the Kaggle leaderboard. We see an
Okay,
effective
is it? Yeah,
leaderboard.
yeah. Okay. Just wait. I need to I need to share the another window. I hope it is visible now, right? Correct?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So see here, this is the Kaggle leaderboard. Okay, you will see here, but this is not the effective leaderboard. So you may say, what is the difference? What would be the difference between, I mean, this leaderboard and effective leaderboard? In effective leaderboard, we will create that, and there we will ignore these things. Like, I mean, there is some people like who might not be enrolled in our course. Okay, so there would be some people like that. So we will ignore their, I mean, names. Okay, to calculate their rank. Apart from that, also like there would be some submissions which we do not consider as a valid submission. So we will ignore those submissions also. So you may say like what kind of submission will be called as I mean we will ignore. So I'll tell you later. Okay, I mean when we'll show you how to do the how to do that. No, I'll okay yeah.
So what
So
is
when we
entries?
what is interest? So how many submissions you have made till date? So this person has made only one submission. Okay, this person has made 16 submissions till now. Okay, this person has made two submissions till now. What is the highest score
Is
achieved by
there
this person?
restriction to submission?
No, not at all. You can use you can do as submission as much submission as you can. But from Kaggle there is one limitation, that is per day you can do maximum 5 submissions. Okay, so that is the only restriction. Every day you can do max 5 submissions. So again, I mean, if you do 5 submissions today, then again you can do another 5 submissions tomorrow. And it is not that if you are doing only 3 submissions today, then you can do 8 submissions tomorrow. That is not there. Every day you give fresh 5 submissions. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, for now, if you see here, I think approx 100 people have tried. Okay, yeah. So that is there. I mean, we will show you. Okay, we will show how to do it.
Sir, I have
Uh,
raised my hand. Sir, you said daily I can do 5 submission. But
mhm.
before submission, will I be able to check what is the outcome and do I need to submit, or only through submission I will know the outcome, sir?
See, you can check. No, you can check your I mean internal score, but again, that is not valid. No, I mean, so I mean, final leaderboard score you will be able to see only when you submit it.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
so
So
because
there
there is
is
a
I am allowed to check myself what is my output and then I can safely submit. Correct, na, sir?
correct.
Okay, sir. Thanks for the clarity, sir.
Okay. And it is just that, see, it's like, your own test case. Okay. And here we have private test cases. Okay. So how your model is performing for our test cases, no, that you will know only if you submit it. Okay.
Paka,
So
sir.
that's the thing. Yeah.
Sir,
Uh,
can we use a personal email for Kaggle account?
yeah, definitely you can use your personally, I mean, any Kaggle account which you have, no, you can use that. It
So,
is
but then
just that.
for the
Mhm.
submission, we'll have to use the official account, right?
No, not at all. So again, I have not discussed the registration process. In registration process, we take your Kaggle account details. Okay. So there you submit your Kaggle account details. So any submissions made via that account only will be considered for the final evaluation, not other. Okay. So whatever Kaggle account, if you already have Kaggle account, you can use that. If you don't have, just make one. I would also suggest you to use your personal, I mean, use create Kaggle account using your personal email ID only, so that it will be with you forever. Okay.
Got it, sir.
Yeah. So I'll show you in effective leaderboard which type of score won't be considered. For example, if you see this person's submission file is named as submission.csv. So it means that this person has I told you, no, effective. So that we showed you we just now we showed we showed you the leaderboard available on Kaggle. But as I said, there will be one effective leaderboard, where we will ignore the invalid submissions. Okay, and we will create our own rank. Okay, so here, if any person submits CSV file directly on Kaggle, that won't be considered. That will be rejected. So another person, let's see this one. So this person has made his notebook name as per our format. Okay, so their submissions will be considered as valid. Okay, we will accept their submissions. Okay, and it will be considered for ranking. Okay, then another person. This person has made their notebook name as something like final notebook something. It won't be considered. Your notebook name should be as per our format. Okay, so let's see another person. This person submission got accepted because I think, yeah, notebook for name format is correct. So again, there is another person. I think, yeah, notebook name. I hope you are getting the idea. There is some format for notebook name. There is some format for team name. There is some format for everything. Okay, you have to keep the maintain. You have to take care of those formats. Okay, otherwise the submissions will be ignored. Okay, let's see another. Okay, so like this, we will have our
Sorry to
leaderboard.
interrupt you, sir. My seventh number rejected.
Sorry. Okay, yeah, this is correct only. Okay, this is correct only. If you see correct roll number dash notebook dash T22003, yeah, that is correct only. For this time, it should be T22025. Okay, so this should be correct. Okay,
Sir,
yeah.
option 4 that is shown over there, the roll number is not the same.
Okay,
Last
two,
one is
three,
different.
right. I understand.
Yeah, that should
So
be
again, yeah.
right.
Sorry.
That should be rejected.
Yeah, because
Correct. Yeah. So I hope you got the idea. I understand there are some errors here. Okay, I mean, yeah, great observation. I think, yeah, here it should be 6.8, and here I think, yeah, 6.9. Okay, I mean, yeah, here it should be accepted. Right. So yeah, then notebook name should be in the correct format. Okay, so your effective leaderboard will look something like this. Okay, here if you see, uh, okay, this is the L1 leads. So here only you will see the effective leaderboard link also. Okay, currently it is not available. So you may, okay, so but yeah, it would be something like this only. Yeah. So, okay, so now I can see the registration status sheet is also available. So in registration status sheet, as I said, there will be few columns like serial number, Kaggle username, registration status, is notebook name correct, uh, a notebook shared with ITMBS ID or not, is team name correct. So there will be these columns like this. If your registration is successful, it will look like this. For example, for this person, registered successfully, everything is yes. So I mean, obviously registered successfully is mentioned here. It means all other columns will be yes only. For this person, it is mentioned that registration failed. Okay, for these many people. Okay, so for these 40 people, they won't. These 39 people would not have got chance last time. Even to appear, even they would have crossed the cutoff. No, still they would not have got a chance to appear for level 1 or level 2 IVAs. Okay, so they have failed the project. Okay, they would be repeating this term. Okay, the mistake is that they have not done the registration successfully. Okay, within the deadline. So please take care of this. Okay, you will we will send you reminder. We will do everything to help you in registration. So this is the first and foremost step. Do the registration successfully. Okay, and
Sir, we
do
registered through that form, right?
sorry.
We registered through that form, right? Which will be in
Right.
the portal.
Yeah. So through that form, you will save all the information. And yeah, if we will check if all the informations are correct and as per our format, then here your status will be shown as successful. Okay.
So this is
So
of
Sir, what
previous.
is the deadline for registration?
currently for this term, we will give you at least 1 month. Do not worry about that. Okay.
Okay.
Today is 15th May. So somewhere around 14th May, June. Okay. Because earlier we used to give you like 15 to 20 days. Okay. Somewhere around 20 days we used to give. But this time, since you have enough time, I mean, you have gap, no? So that's why we'll give you enough time. Okay. So yeah, at least 1 month we will be there. Somewhere around, I think 14th Jan, 14th June. Okay. So that is the plan for now. Okay. Let's ignore this registration status
Sir,
sheet.
what is the reason for the failed registration?
See, okay. Just see here, no? It is mentioned here. For example, someone would not have named their node. Someone would have shared their user incorrect Kaggle user ID. Okay, some people would not have said their team name appropriately. Some people would not have said their notebook name correctly. Some person would not have done the at least dummy model submission. So there are numerous number things. Okay, we will discuss about it. Okay, I mean, do not worry about that.
So
Currently, I'm
initial,
just.
so, initial registration, in that we do not need to submit the notebook, right? Because that will take time, correct?
Notebook, you have to submit at least a simple model. Okay, simple we will show you once dummy model you have to submit. Okay, it's just like a few lines of code. We will show you here only. I mean, directly you can copy paste that code. Okay, and you will get a score like 0.00. Okay, that dummy model submission. So all these people, if
Okay.
you see here, no,
Hmm.
my screen is visible. Okay, still
Yes,
that.
it is visible.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I was just referring to the since I have opened another. Okay, for example, let's see this person. So here mentioned registration failed due to the reason in column D or E or F. Okay, see D. Is notebook name correct? No. So it simply means that this person has shared the incorrect notebook name. Okay. So this person's team name is also not okay. I mean, for this person, their notebook name is not correct. For there is another person for this one. His notebook name is correct, but he has not shared with ITM BSID. I'll tell you like these are the what all things you have to do. Okay, for different people, different reasons are there. For this person, I think these two things are clear, but yeah, their team name is not correct. Okay, and for these people, they submitted the user ID and everything, but they didn't do any submissions till now. I mean, at least till that date. Okay, so that's why. Okay, so I mean, everything will be mentioned here.
Sir, I have
Uh,
a question. Can I?
yeah, yeah,
Sir,
please
if
ask.
you give the 1 month time to register, if I register and do some wrong, like not submitting clearly name, notebook, something, are you provide the second chance to?
Right, right, right. You
If
will
I
get a chance. Yeah, you will get the chance. You can just see the your issue in this sheet. Okay, and you can rectify it. Okay, I mean you can refer to this sheet. Okay, this sheet will be updated in a week or in a 1 or 2 days, something like that. We will do. I mean, typically on regular days we will update it weekly, but I mean once we reach towards the deadline, we will update it daily or once in 2 days. Okay, so you can check your status there. Okay, I mean if for example for username only you have to contact us. Okay, just be careful when you are submitting your username. Okay, other things it is something which you have to do from your side. No need to tell anything to us. I mean just see here in the sheet your issue and just rectify it from your side. Okay, so then once you will update this sheet, no, your status will be automatically get your status will be automatically changed.
Sir, if
Okay.
I have a query regarding, we can mail to you.
Yeah, so for that we have this course. Every single day we will have session. I mean, from support side, every single day we will have sessions. I mean, TAs will be there, and I mean, every Thursday one instructor will join.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so on Discourse, every all of us will be available. Okay, so do not worry about that support part. Okay, every time we will be available for you.
Okay, sir.
So
Yeah.
every day, as in there'll be sessions every day that we can do.
So yeah, so I mean, typically what we do is that currently for this term, at least, I mean, as of now, we have not recruited the mentors for the project. Once we recruit the mentors, no, every day we conduct one session. Okay, I mean, in that session, it's like I mean, any person can join and they can ask their doubts. Sometimes these mentors will teach you something, but yeah, in most of the time, I mean, basically in initial days, no, we try to teach something also in those sessions. Okay, but slowly attendance gets lower, so we also stop teaching anything. Okay, and most of the time we take your doubts. Okay, so yeah,
Sir, this
let
will be paid mentor or
no,
regular
no, no,
mentor?
it's regular mentor. Okay, every
Thank
day
you.
you will
Sir,
have seven.
sir, the maths and stats or MLT, those questions, like, will they be based on the models that we use? Like, suppose we have, like, finally we've used linear regression or random forest regressor, and then will the mathematical questions be related to those, or can they be like anything from all of MLP, MLT, or will it be like related to what we have done?
So, all right. So, first of all, it completely depends on the L2 examiners. So, L2 examiners are industry professionals. So they are allowed to ask questions from anywhere. But 90% of the time, questions will be related to that model. Okay. But there can be some questions like what is hypothesis testing? Okay. What is, I mean, A/B testing? So, all these things, I mean, the common things which is available in this stats part, no, they may
Yeah.
ask you. But yeah,
Yeah.
90% of the time, if they ask mathematical part, no, those
Yeah.
questions will be from the model, like what is the loss function for that particular model, how it works, okay,
Yeah,
how, why
like
are
the
you
more
optimizing?
specific details they'll ask about the model, but the general stuff like hypothesis testing, theory stuff,
Correct,
that is
correct,
all over. Okay, thank you, sir.
right, right. So, okay, let's move forward. Okay, so from here, you understood that, okay, so based on your effective leaderboard, whatever scores will be available here, no, I mean, after ignoring your, I mean, invalid submissions, whatever score will be available in that seat, effective leaderboard seat, that will be used for your grade calculation, not the score which you are seeing on your Kaggle. Okay, so whatever scores, most of the time, if you have done submissions correctly, no, the score will be same only. But only for those who have done some invalid submission, their scores may change. Okay.
So will it be
Uh,
in like percentile basis? The
so
scoring?
we will discuss the formula. We will
Okay.
discuss the grading formula.
Okay.
Okay.
One more thing I want to ask, sir, the sessions that will be there, what would be the tentative timing for that?
7 to 8 p.m.
Okay, okay,
I
perfect.
think 7 to 8 or 8 9. So I think most probably 7 to 8 was there.
Okay,
I'm
works.
just forgetting, but yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Good evening.
So actually, coming from a management background and having no experience with engineering, I had a question. Like so far, what we understood, like I understood a project is it's a given problem, and then you have to solve that problem over the period of time, like BDM project and other projects done in other courses. Somewhere I'm getting confused here of the different things that we are going through. We have something called milestones, we have something called Kaggle, and then we have something, the main project. So if someone has to sail through the project and complete the diploma, how should you suggest, and could you please clear out this area, like clear out this cloud, like how there are so many components and which one to actually focus on,
All
like
right. I
Kaggle,
understood. Yeah. Okay.
and first is Kaggle, then is something called milestones, then is something that is actually the very project statement. Could you please clear this?
Okay. So I understood that you are not getting what you have to do exactly here. So see, in every course you had some project statement, okay, and you had to do that. Here also you have project statement,
Yes,
but
I completely get. I completely
you,
get that. Yeah, there's some
okay, okay,
objective. There's
huh,
one code, one data set, and you have to solve that data set over a period of 3 months or like whatever the project is. I
correct.
get that.
So in that case, what will happen here in MLP is that, let me complete it first. Okay, I mean, so that I'm assuming there would be many people who would have the doubts like this. Okay, so there is one project statement which we have posted on Kaggle. Why we have posted on Kaggle? So that we can track the your score. Okay, that is the first and foremost reason. But difference between other course and here is that in other course your project was independent. Here your project score is relative. Okay, or at least yeah, it is relative, and also here we have set a certain threshold. Beyond, once you cross that threshold, then only we will consider, we will understand that you have done significant amount of work. Okay, so that's the thing. After okay, again, so once you start working on that data set, you cross the, like, let's say you got a score more than 0.45, then how we will evaluate you. So there is a process of level 1 Viva, level 2 Viva. Level 1 Viva is just a screening process. Once we cross check that yeah, you have done significant work, okay, it's just like manual screening process. Okay, the score was something, I mean, just to check whether the, I mean, you have done something or not. But that can, I mean, you with other self also you can cross that. So that's why manually here we will in Alonva we will check whether everything is in place or not. Okay, and you know something or not. So after that you will be reached to level 2 Ava. There, I mean, properly they will judge your skills, knowledge, and everything, and based on that they will give you the marks. Now let's talk about milestones, and I mean, there are no other things. Milestones is something, so here one case was there, let's say we are giving you 2 or 3 months time, so there would be many people who might not be doing anything from now onwards. Okay, at the last minute, they will just simply copy the code from others and they will submit it. So just to, I mean, stop these people, what we have done is that we have set some milestone questions. Okay, these questions are in such a way that if you are doing the regular progress, no, from that only these questions are there. You have to submit the answer of those questions on portal. but this milestones carry just 5 marks. Okay, 1 marks per milestone. Okay, so if I
So,
so again,
yeah.
huh?
I got the thing that milestone is something down the ladder. If someone gets time, then has to do the milestone for 5 marks. But I'm still not very sure. Like you have one project statement which has to
Hmm.
be done, and
Correct.
just so that that project statement is checked by you, you are want to test our credibility that we have done that project. You have certain some other competition
Huh.
that you want us to participate it, get some threshold marks, and only then you will be checking, like it's getting an admit card through those markings, and then only you will actually evaluate the main project. Is that something?
No,
Hey,
if you,
yeah, please, please,
Jimmy
please.
sir, if you allow me to
Yeah, yeah,
explain,
please, please,
probably I
please,
could
please.
help each other out. Um, may I know your name again, please? The management student.
Hi, I'm Jatin.
Hi, Jatin. This is Nishant over here. I also come from a management and architectural background. Thanks for listening and thanks for this opportunity. So, just to answer your three queries, Kaggle is the platform where this participation has, the submission has to be done, where the project statement is already there. The participants over there range from not only our students but online participants as well. And Jimmy sir can correct me later if need be. But our marking, so based on the outcome or based on the project submission that we do, so project submission is nothing but the code that you write for that particular specific problem. And if it proves out to be a good performance on the basis of several tests, then it gets scored. And based on that score, the cutoff is decided, out of which IIT team makes sure that that cutoff is met for the students who will be able to appear in the Viva. Having said that, the progress of the milestone questions is not optional in my opinion and understanding. It is a tracker so that the regular progress is shown instead of a jumpstart progress right at the end of the project timeline. Does it make sense?
I was with you till half the point when you explained that various tests to get the to solve the problem and check the code. I get that, and
Right.
it's very straightforward thing, like a
Yes.
simple support, simple question, you code and you do that. I did not get you on the part of milestones because sir mentioned just previously that milestone carries just 5 marks, and I did not get you on the point. You did
So
not
on the
just a
yeah,
second, just
yeah,
a
sorry,
second.
sorry, yeah, please.
You did not touch upon the points of competition. What's the meaning of competitions
So
and what is
competition is, it's actually, in my understanding so far on the basis of the reading of the Kaggle platform. So Kaggle is an online platform where you can participate even if you are not in the course or even if you are a developer as, per se. So that is for improving your, like sharpening your own skills, like any other competition for in the field of, in the general field of work. So, but over here, what we are getting as an advancement is to participate in that Kaggle competition or through that particular statement, which is released every quarter or so. Through that, we are getting evaluated for this particular project itself. So that competition itself is our project.
so is
That's
that
my take on that.
okay? So again, so are those competition an integral part of the course project, the course title?
The
I'm sure when
competition
Jimmy
is a
Sir
project.
will be explaining it further, it is actually that competition is the project
Yes, that is the
briefing
project.
for this term.
I'm sorry, I think the question is will our grades be like
Yeah.
directly dependent on the scoreboard, like on our rank in the Kaggle? Or
Scoreboard
will
is
it be dependent
for
on
cutoff. Scoreboard is on for cutoff of the students who are able to make a good code for solving the problem mentioned in the problem statement.
Yeah,
So
so problem
that based
statement
on
is a
that
different
cutoff,
thing.
yeah,
So
sorry,
problem
come
statement
on.
is a different thing. Why are we having
Right.
competitions and milestones? Milestones,
That
I
All
get
right.
it.
that
It's a
that
5 mark.
competition itself is that competition itself is the project.
So
So
it's just
you are
it's
yeah.
just one competition, not a plural thing,
Yeah,
right?
No,
it is a fine.
it's not a
It is a
series of
single.
competition.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Nishant,
Yeah,
एक
it's not
minute,
a series
right?
of competition. Yeah, yeah,
Anish,
please,
एक minute. By this is
please.
a single competition. Okay, what is the
uh,
problem statement already documented?
Okay,
Okay.
it is started from April 18th. Already,
Okay.
if you log in, there are so many people who have crossed 0.45 and who have not crossed 0.45 also. They are there, and the number of attempts they have made, everything is documented.
Okay.
So IIT is not having a own platform to showcase. They are using the existing Kaggle infrastructure. Like when you use the Collab notebook, you are using Collab ka infrastructure, correct? You need not have a very high end machine to run your ML algorithm, correct? Like,
Yes, yes, I get that. Yeah.
okay, so what is milestone? Okay, basically what sir said, people will keep quiet for 1 month, and at the end of it they will copy paste and complete the project. But they want to know genuinely, is this person progressing over a period of time, 1 month? So initially first 5 days, what I will do, I will do a exploratory data analysis, or I will understand what is my data first and foremost, whether it is a classification problem or regression problem. With respect to that, they would have asked me to do certain work. Okay,
Okay.
for an analogy, I will tell you, in MAD 1 and MAD 2 web based development project, we have this milestone. First and foremost will be doing the data model. Second will be user login. Third will be admin login. So each and when you complete each and every module, you keep uploading, saying that this particular work has been completed, so the authority will know that it is not a cut copy paste but genuine effort has been made by the team.
Okay, I think it's I'm now clear with this. Just
Yeah.
last question, can you explain to me what was the daily submission thing? 5 daily submission. I did not
Okay.
get that line. Yeah.
So let us imagine today, like I did a random forest thing, and I think that this will give me a good result, and I submit and see. Okay. After half an hour, I am seeing that okay, out of the 75, should I drop something and check, will my prediction percentage increase? Then I am doing the second submission. So on a single day, they are allowing you to enter 5 times only. After doing the fifth time, if you feel that you have really break through something, you need to wait for the next day morning, so that the Kaggle will allow you to do the submission. But in your local dabba, in your local data, you can check whatever you want. But tomorrow morning only, Kaggle will apply whatever logic you wanted into the test data and give you the output.
See, basically, you can just upload 5 times a day. That is it. It's like ChatGPT. There's a daily limit. Do locally how much ever you
I get
want. You
that.
can
Yeah.
upload
Yeah,
five
yeah.
times a day. That
Perfect.
is it.
Perfect.
So the
Perfect.
testing part has two different tests. One is a local test, and one is the Kaggle test. And Kaggle test is only 5 times a day.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so
So
much. Thank you so much.
Okay, I have one question which is not which is related to this only. Are we going to be graded by our rank in the Kaggle competition, or they are independent of it?
That's
not
for
through
cutoff
your
only.
rank, okay, not through your rank, but for your score also. See, I so there are few points like which I am yet to discuss. First of all, first thing is that we are yet to discuss the grading formula. Okay, second thing, how to do the submissions and other things. Okay, let me discuss the grading formula first.
Yes, sir. Please
So
continue.
yeah. So first of all, what will happen is that once you do the successful registration, you cross the cutoff, then you will appear for level 1 Viva. Okay, level 1 Viva you pass, then you will appear for level 2 Viva. Okay, level 2 Viva also you will get some marks out of 50, and the level 2 examiner only will give you the your notebook marks also out of 10. So for your final marks, which is 100, there will be 10 marks for your notebook. Okay, which L2 examiner will give you. Okay, notebook marks out of 10. Let's say you got some 8, 9, some marks. Okay, so here you got then another marks 5 marks, which is for milestone. Submitting at least 2 milestones is mandatory, but there are will be total 5 or 6 milestones. For each milestone, you will get 1 marks. Okay, so that's why from here, if you have submitted all 5 milestones, you will get 5 more marks. 10 plus 5, 15 marks here. Now there is two more component, S component and V component. V component is very clear. Whatever level 2 you marks you got out of 50, 40, 35, 36, whatever you marks you got, you will directly get that here. Okay, so 50, 10, 60 and 5, 65, 65 marks is done. Now remaining 5 marks For 35 marks, there will be 5 marks only for crossing the cutoff, nothing else. Okay, you have crossed the cutoff, you deserve some marks. So that 5 marks is for that. Okay, now out of 30 marks, how much marks you will get? So this is the crucial point. So here we see, you compare your score from the best score. Okay, whatever best score is available on the effective leaderboard, not on the leaderboard, because on the leaderboard there may be some people like who has already done the MLP course, who are at degree level, so we won't compare you from that person, but we will definitely compare you from the person who is in this course in this current term and the score which they have received. For example, let's say someone has received a score of 0.54. Okay, I think, yeah, someone has received somewhere score on 0.54, but cutoff score is 0.45, right? So in that case, if you have if you have got 0.45, then you will get 0 out of this 30. Okay, so that is the rule. But if you have scored somewhere around 0.50, okay, then you will get somewhere around 15 to 20 marks, somewhere around. I mean, you do the calculation. Okay, but again, this formula is set in such a way that average students will get somewhere around 15 to 20. The student who has just crossed the cutoff, they will get just 0. I mean, they will get just 5 marks. Okay, not anything from 30. But student, most of, as I said, this score, the best score, cutoff score, everything will be set in such a way that more than 50% of, I mean, all the people, or at least the people who are sincere, they will be somewhere around 20 to 30 or 25 to 30. Okay, so this is what happens. Because if you see the, I mean,
is it, sir, so is it beneficial to go for a better score before opting for Viva? Is that what we are saying?
So here two things are there. So first thing is that even after appearing for Viva, you can continue improving your score. There is no harm in that. For Viva, once you cross the cutoff, you can appear for Viva, and if you feel confident, you can appear for Viva. Even we encourage people to appear for Viva at least as soon as possible. But again, just be, I mean, just think about. So from operation perspective, we always want we always want that you appear for Viva as soon as possible. Okay, but from the students' perspective, I would suggest you, since here also like you have in Viva, I mean, they will judge your technical skill, not your score. I mean, Kaggle score, right? So Kaggle score, you can appear even, you can do submission even till the last date. There is no problem in that. Okay.
So what is this NB, or you can say
notebook marks? Notebook marks. NB is notebook marks. Out of 10, L2 examiner will give you 10 marks.
Notebook marks. What kind of notebook it is?
So Kaggle notebook, whatever is code you have written, no, that code only.
Okay. That code will be checked and that will be considered as notebook. Or we have to maintain some notebook for us. And
no, on Kaggle only. Kaggle. The best benefit of Kaggle is that someone are asking how we will know whether we have done the milestone or everything or not. The best benefit, like why we are using Kaggle platform, is there are two things. First thing is that, I mean, Kaggle is well recognized in data science industry. Okay. Second thing is that Kaggle saves your version. Okay. For example, let's say you do one submission today, and after 30-40 days you do another submission. We will have all the history. Like, okay, on this date you did the submission, now whatever code you have written, okay, all the versions will be saved on Kaggle. Okay, and we can check that. All right. So yeah, that is a notebook also. I mean, on Kaggle only we have notebook. Okay, we will, in the demonstration we will show you Kaggle notebook. Kaggle notebook is just like your Jupyter notebook or Google Colab. Okay, here also Kaggle itself has that notebook. Okay, with the, I mean, obviously the hardware is little.
Sir, you mentioned that we have to submit these milestones to get 5 marks. So how are we supposed to, like, so what do you mean by submitting these milestones?
Okay. So here these are just like your graded assignments. Okay, consider it as like 5 graded assignments are there. Okay. 5 graded assignments are there. Okay, and that you have to, on the portal you have to submit it. Okay, for example, I mean, there will be just form like thing. Okay, there will be some questions, graded assignment questions. Okay, you will be able to answer these questions only if you, based on the data set. Okay.
So based
Sir,
on
what
the
is
data
best
set, we
score
run
and
the code.
leaderboard score?
Excuse me, sir.
Just
Sir, sorry to
okay.
interrupt. Is this the meeting for today's MLP live session as well?
No, not at all.
Because sir, in
This is
that
for MLP
meeting, we
project.
just received this link and no instructor is present there.
Okay, I'm not aware about that, but this is for MLP project.
Okay, sir. So this
Okay.
is the orientation session for that.
Yeah, this is the MLP project orientation session.
Okay.
I have one doubt. The cutoff score 0.45, will it be based on the accuracy of the model or on what parameters is the cutoff score
First of all,
judged?
yeah. So I mean, see, whatever we have set on Kaggle, no. First of all, this competition is a regression-based problem. So here, R2 score is the evaluation match. Okay, we have used R2 score. So whatever would be your R2 score, that will be considered. So 0.45, beyond 0.45 score, you will eligible for level one Viva. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So
A
in
small
case,
thing, sir.
uh-huh.
I have raised my hand from something.
Mhm.
So I have two questions related to not related to this counting and everything. So first thing is there, sir. From the start, this is the first time I'm taking this project. So how to
Okay.
go about registration of the of the Kaggle and reach out to the problem statement. Second thing is that while we were going through the MLT, there were like not too much of a stress was given to the statistical analysis. So, is there any suggestions how to cover that up?
Okay, so first of all, how to do the session, how to submit the model, all the demonstration will happen in this session only. In this session, we will show you end to end, like what you have to do, how do you have to do, what you have to set. Okay, we will take one demo submission, we'll do that. Okay, we'll give you that demonstration. Okay, that is the first thing. Second thing is that, okay, related to MLT. So my suggestion would be for everyone that if you are not from ML background, okay, I mean you do not have if you do not have any prior ML experience, okay, then it's always good to take ML project in different term. Okay, why I am saying is that so there are people like if there are people who cross the cutoff who are I mean there are people like who take MLPN project together and still they pass. But if you see their quality of their work is not at all good. They do not learn things. Okay, somehow at the end of the project, no, they just I mean I understand that they would have copied from somewhere. I mean they have memorized their code and they, just somehow they pass it. But again, if your aim is to understand or learn, no, then it's always best to take MLP and project not in one term. This is for only those people who have prior experience in ML. Okay.
Sir, here one thing is there. I have already completed MLT and MLP. What I'm trying to say is,
Mhm.
while we were doing the MLT thing, not
Mhm.
too much of a stress was given to the statistical analysis of the
All right. All right. Okay. Okay.
of the data. So,
Yes,
are
sir.
there like out of the whole course, is there anything from your side or any suggestions from your side so that we can cover that? So, I have taken
Uh,
that. I have passed
okay.
the
Okay. I
MLT
understand.
course.
So statistical analysis, at least I mean, I also don't see that is somewhere we have discussed, but I can refer you to external sources. Okay, maybe somewhere on the discourse we can discuss it, and I can share you the resources. Okay, for statistical analysis. This is what you are saying, no?
So if anyone is doing on that on their own, for example, selection of any column or any dimension based on the ZS code, so those things will help. Like what I'm saying is like if they are doing that on their own, will that be helpful or is that a complete waste of time? Like doing.
No, no, no. It's never a waste of time. It's always good to do the statistical analysis. There are different methods. Okay. See why we are. See, I understand if anyone has learned how to how to create the model, it's just a 1 week thing, right? But why we are giving you like around 2 months of time? Only to explore different things. So how I suggest all of you to approach this project is that, let's say, first of all, you will do the basic model things. You will submit a model. Okay. Then you will try out different models. I mean, just a model with no pre-processing, or I mean, bare minimum pre-processing steps. Okay. Then after that, what will you do? After that, what will you do is that you will explore different techniques, different pre-processing techniques, different, I mean, statistical tools you will use. You will improve your data quality. Okay, and then you will see this. You will do the submissions. Okay, and then you will see whether your score is improving or not. It is all about hit and trial thing. Okay, if I tell you, okay, after a certain point, it is all about hit and trial thing. What does it mean is that there are different techniques, different tools available. You have to try it on your own, or you have to try it on your data, okay, and see whether your score is improving or not. Once you tried method 1, okay, you would have learned it from some research paper, you would have learned from some other videos, you would have learned from some different Kaggle notebooks or some different people, or some, or you have read about that technique from some blogs. Okay, you try to experiment with
Sorry to
that.
interrupt you. One second, sir. There's a different session I have to attend on TDS. Is this session is getting recorded, right?
Yeah, it is
Just
getting
want
recorded.
to know where it will be available.
So it will be available on MLP course YouTube channel. Okay,
MLP.
and also MLP course YouTube channel. Also, I think someone has already posted pasted that.
Got
Okay.
it. Yes.
Otherwise, also we will add this orientation session link on this guideline document. Okay.
Okay.
So that is there. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Sir,
Can you please provide? Can
sir,
you please provide the
milestone,
discourse
sir,
rate?
milestone
Hello?
date is not changed for this term, sir, in the project document.
Sorry. Milestones. Yeah. So I think it is yet to be updated. It is yet to be updated. Okay. There are few things which is yet to be updated. Okay. So do not worry about that.
Excuse me,
so,
sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Sir, can you please flash the dates right from beginning? Can you please scroll up?
Yeah, so it is yet to be updated. So there are multiple dates which is yet to be updated.
Okay, yeah, it's not updated, right?
Right. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir, till what time this session will be extended further, sir? Because we need to attend another session.
Yeah, so I mean, at least it will go for 9 p.m. Okay, because I think a demonstration part is completely. I mean, we have not started that part. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. We can do the demonstration part now, right? So
yeah, right.
We should do that, and then you can ask rest of the questions related to the project. So
that's great, sir. That's great. Yeah.
Hello, sir.
No. Wait for the questions. We'll continue after I show this registration part.
Excuse me, sir.
Small question, sir. You said that we can improve our Kaggle score. So is it possible that we can do it after even we have given the level 2 Viva?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so now Manoj will take over the session. He will give you the complete demonstration of end-to-end, like how to do the registration, how to do how to submit a one model. Okay, everything he will give you the he will give you the complete idea. Okay,
I have a doubt. I registered for the MLP. I had raised my hand. Sorry. So
okay.
I registered for the project last time. Due to some personal emergency, I could not progress it. So I will have to attend a different Kaggle competition this time, right? For the May.
Yes. Correct.
Okay. And the second part, I'm still seeing the same old link, Jan 2025 only. When I go to the dashboard and then I go there. There it shows MLP project retry. So retry project it says, and there again it doesn't show anything new. It shows only the Jan 2025 links. So the new one is yet to be updated, I guess. Is that correct?
Oh,
yes.
Right. Okay, I'm just pasting you the guideline document. Just go through this document and join the current competition. Okay.
Okay, because this page that you're seeing is not accessible. I'm not saying May 2025. I'm saying only Jan.
Yeah, understood. Manoj, you may start. So sorry to interrupt everyone. I mean, we will start the demonstration part. Later we will take the doubts. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. Okay. So I'll share my screen. Okay. Thanks. So it is visible. So I'll just give you this. This is the project guideline document. So even if you don't have the access, you should have this project guideline documentation link with you, and it will work, right? So whatever the process we are going to follow, you just need to have this documentation, and all the links required will be in that. Okay. So I'll go here. This is the page you will end up if you click that, and it has few more links. So one of the important link is how to go to the Kaggle page, competition page, which is here under this part. So you need to follow these 7 steps to make the registration, and I'll show you in a video form. Like, so here I'll show you how you will do it. So you click on this, it will take you to the Kaggle link or competition link, right? So here you will have few tabs. Overview about the competition, you can read about that. Then here you will have the data of the competition. So you will get 3 data sets. One is train data set, test data set, and one is sample submission. So currently what you are seeing is a sample submission. So you must make a sample submission. Whenever you make a submission, so submission is predictions of test data set, right? So this is a train data set. You can see 52 columns are there. In test data sets, there are 51 columns. So one column is missing, that is the labels. Okay, so labels are missing from the test data set, and you have to make the prediction of the labels and you have to submit it. So the submission is of the labels of test data set. Okay, and submissions should be of this form. So you should have an ID column in your submission, and you should have one purchase value column in your submission, and whatever you make a prediction, right? It should be here, and you do this CSV submission. So how you do that, I'll go there. How you create this part, that is easier part. So model building or prior to that ED and all you should focus on. Okay, so okay, so this is one link that is important. Now other is okay, for me it didn't show that join the competition, but for you it will show that join the competition. So you have to do that. You should join the competition. It will ask you for some agreement or something like that, just Kaggle thing. Okay, you have to follow that. Now your notebook name should be of this format, so we'll do that. Let's go to the competition.
Can I create the account using any email ID, or should it only be
Any
IIT
email
Madras?
ID. We just wanted your
Okay.
Kaggle username. That's all. It doesn't matter. Okay. So we'll go here. So this is a competition registration form, which is the last link of this 7 step. So I know that all this thing should be done, then reach here. But I wanted to show you something which is here. So
Sir,
yes.
do we need to change our email ID here? This switch account?
Yes. So here you should only use the your course. Sorry, this BS IITM BS degree ID, right? Not your personal ID. IITM ID is only works, and your ID you should use. So I've seen somebody using their friend's ID, and they made a submission which is invalid submission. Okay, just so now. Okay, so what you have to do is, so a few questions are there. I'll just say yes for now. I'll come back here again. Yeah. So have you made your first final predictions and all? So if you say no, then it will take you to a page and it will show you how to make a submission, first initial submission. Okay. So to come here, so you will end up here, coming here when you click this first link. Okay. So this is the link. Now I am in the code, this tab. I have to create a new notebook. So I'll do that. So this is my new notebook. Now I have to keep my name as mentioned in this, right? So I have to keep my name as like this. Your roll number. Example is given here, something like this. So I'll choose this as my notebook name, and like this, right? So you just have to double click this, and you can copy paste it. Like for me, it is copy paste. But for you, whatever roll number you have to write it. Okay, so 21 F 100, whatever, like 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. So whatever your roll number is, you have to write it here. / notebook T22025 will not change. So it has to be constant. Okay, you don't have to change it. Now I'll just start this session. I'll run this first cell. You don't have to do anything. Just run the cell, and you see that Jupyter Notebook is starting, right? So the session will start, and data set will appear here. So maybe, okay, it was here. It will appear inside this. So this code will show you what kind of data set are there. Okay. Now here it is. Now see, if you are able to make any model submission by yourself, that is good, well and good. But if you are not able to make any submission by any chance, but for the registration purpose, we require one model submission. Any model submission, dummy model submission is also okay. So what we have done is we have provided you a code, a code snippet, which you have to copy paste, and it will do the work. Okay. So I'll do this inside this hashish, right? So this hash code block, you have to copy this whole thing. If you don't know how to make a submission, then right. So otherwise, of course, you can make a submission by yourself. So I'll do that. So what does it do is if I explain it to you a little bit. First, we are reading the data set. So that's what we are doing here. pd.read csv, and I've taken this train data set link, right? So that's what it is. I'm reading that. Then I'm creating feature. I'm separating the features and labels from that. Okay, so that will do here. Okay, I could have run that the whole thing once and it would have worked, right? So I'm just explaining. Now what I'm doing is I'm using dummy regressor. Since my y, if you see y, let's say y dot head, it is kind of like this, right? And if I show you y dot let's say min and y dot max, something like that, it is in range of these values. Okay, so it is a regression problem for you this time. So that's why I'm importing dummy regressor, and I'm creating a object of that. Okay, and I'm fitting that. So this part you can do like this also, model.fit, if you are not familiar with that, right? So here importing fitting of x and y, that you can do. Okay, now yeah, so that you can do. Now my model was trained. Now I have to make the predictions. Okay, so for that I require the x test. So I have x test here. See, currently we are not doing any kind of encoding, any kind of pre-processing and all, because dummy regressor doesn't need it. But if you build any other model, you might have to do that first, right? So for the purpose of showcasing you how to make first model submission, I'm using the simple model. Okay, so I have x test here, and yeah, so I have x test here, which is link of this, right? So I use this another link and I'm reading that. Nothing new. Now I'm using the model which I have trained here to predict the x test value, which it will give dummy predictions, right? So by default, dummy regressor give mean of the y. So whatever mean of y is, that it will predict. Okay, something like that. So now I'll do that, and it will store in the y predictions. So you can see what my y predictions are if you are interested. Like so these are my predictions, and this is the average value of the y. Okay, now okay, so now what this last part is, this is related to how do I make a submission of this thing, right? So as I mentioned in the beginning, that we that in data, if you go, you have to make a submission which should be like this, right? So in a format, so this is sample submission is a format of your submission, how it should look like, which is like this: ID and a purchase value should be there, right? So that's why we are creating this. So one is ID column, one is purchase value column, and I'm keeping my predictions in the purchase value, and I have to create IDs from 0 to whatever the shape of X test is, right? Like the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why I'm writing the another part, and this will be stored in a data frame. So submission is a data frame name, and I'm converting submission to the CSV. So you will see that nothing is here now at the output, right? So inside output there is nothing, but if I run this, there is one file which will appear here. Okay, so it should be here, right? So here it is. So if it is here, then I can make the submission to the competition, right? So till now I haven't made submission to my competition. What I have done is I have created a submission with a prediction. So inside this, all the predictions are there, which are this as of now, and are stored in the submission. So how do I make a submission to the competition? I have to go to this part. So this will be at the right side. If you see, sometimes it is not also visible. So you can see like this. You might see one arrow kind of thing here, that will you have to click that, and this pane will open. Okay, now inside this you have to go to the submit to the competition part. Click here, submit to the competition. It will expand, and you have to make the submit. And version 1, you don't need to change anything here. Let it be how it is. Just make the submit, and you can see it has started, right? So like this, if it appears, then you are in the right path, and after some time it will show that successful submission. Okay, so that is the last part. I'll just wait for few minutes to.
Sir, we need not split the test data and the train data. In the incoming data itself, it is split, sir.
No, see, that you have to do. That's what I mentioned, that I'm not doing any EDA or not doing any kind of cleaning of the data, right? Pre-processing, encoding, anything. But true, you have to do that train and validation set. You have to create that. On train set only you should train your model, and you should also have one validation set for understanding how your model is working, and then you do this prediction part. Okay, but as of now I just wanted to show you that how you can make first model submission, so that we can work on registration status part. So this registration status, right? Here your successful registration should show up, right? So for this to happen, you should make one complete, like one submission, right? So successful submission one we require it, and this is the easiest process in a form we can give it to you. Rest complexity you can introduce, like ADA, everything you can do, train, test, split. Okay, so as of now we haven't done. So you can see I have made my first submission and it is complete. So I was able to make a successful first submission. That was required by all of you to do, so that we can process this registration part, that you are successful registered. And this is the notebook. Now what I have to do is, like, let's say as a student, what I should do after this is
Sir,
in terms of,
sir, we don't need to evaluate the model here, because for submission I think evaluation must be important.
No, that is important, but for registration part it is not important. So when you do evaluation, like that's what I mentioned, that you create validation set and then you do the evaluation, right? Before you make a submission. But for now we don't care, like this is just a initial submission part, so that your registration is successful. Okay, later on what you have to do is you have to so this is a you can say a blank canvas for you. This is a project file of yours, and later on whatever submission or whatever updates you want to make, you can make it. Like now I will delete all of this, that is okay, I won't do it, but you can delete all of this thing and create a new model which has all the validation set, EDA, everything, models, like graph, chart, whatever ML thing, you have to put it all together in this notebook only. So this notebook is like you are registering with us that I am going to use this notebook for the rest of my competition. Okay, so that's why we need your data for this.
Sir, we need also to add a collaborator now.
Yeah, so I am going there. So what you have to do, you have to click on this share button here, share, and here you have to collaborate with this ID only. So I can't do it myself, but you have to do that. You have to so this collaborator thing will be given here, that you have to make this item BSCS 2008P as a collaborator, right? So go to the share button here, click there and search for it. So for me it won't appear because I am only the collaborator, right? Like it's not possible. But for you it will show up, and you have to give the viewership. Viewer is enough, right? So you will get two kind of permission, editor or viewer. Viewer is enough for us, we don't need editing permission, that is okay, right? So and save it. So if you make the save, then it will do the updation. Now what you should do in terms of here, okay, I'll just go back. So I'll just initialize this. We'll come to the first page. Okay, so yeah, so I have registered
what is
my
the team name. It's written in the grading document to change the team.
Yeah, so grading document team name part. So your team name, okay, I think so. I made a change here. It was missed maybe, but your team name should be your Kaggle username. Now, how do you make that? Is you go to this team in your this part, right? So whenever you first click the link, you'll end up here overview, and from there, like team part, you go, and then this is your team name for this competition. Okay, you don't need to change it because by default it will be username, and we want that only. So prior to this term, we used to keep roll number as a team name, but now we have changed it. We are going to keep your username. So your Kaggle username is your team name, right? So what is your Kaggle username? Some people get confused with it. So whatever you see in the you can go to the settings, and you have to see it, I think, your profile, right? So if you go to your profile, then this small thing you see, right? So this is a name. You can keep any name, whatever you wish. You can keep that name. So here it is like this, but this is a username, right? So the small letter you're seeing, that is a username, right? So I'm not sure how to.
So
Okay.
it's available in that page only, in the right hand side, if you see.
And yeah, here, sorry, this is your username, right? So you can see
Not,
it is here, not editable. So something like this is should be written, but not editable is it mentioning that this is your username and it's not editable. It's not part of a username, right? So this much is a thing, and we want that for your team name, and by default it's that only. So you don't need to change anything related to the team name part. So for whoever has done it, I am requesting you to please revert back. Like you go to this team part and change it to your username. Okay, so you know now what is your username.
so sir, we
Using
don't need to. So we don't need to join any team, no?
no. So the team name is because Kaggle has this. So
Okay,
Kaggle say
got
that
it, sir.
individual is also a team. Okay, so you are a solo team. Okay, you have to do solo labeling.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Uh, have you yeah, now few questions in this competition? How do you fill this? I'll go through that. So link for that is again here. The last one is the link. So I think we have done all of this. So after joining the team, go to go to this code tab and create a notebook. We did that. We have changed the notebook name. Yes, we have done that, right? So that is also done. Now share it. So since I showed you how to share it, but I can't do it, but you have to do it. Okay, now build your first model. That also we did, and made the first submission, right? So that is important. So making first submission is important. Change your team name to this, which is not important for now, since your team name is going to be your username only. And submit your notebook in the competition registration form link, which is this, right? So now we are here, and we are going to do the rest of the process. Okay, I'll just show you how to do that. So you'll come up here. You
So
don't
one
need
small
to.
question I have: Will we continue the entirety of the project in that same notebook, or we have to keep
Yes,
in it? Okay.
yes. So that notebook is something like you are submitting to us and saying that this is the notebook I'll use for rest of the project. So yes, you have to
Okay.
use that notebook only.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so here you have to use your ITMBS email ID to do the registration. Now I'll go there inside. Now it will ask, have you kept your notebook name in the ask format? Yes, we did it. We have done that. So I'll mark it as yes. Okay, and next. And have you made ITMBS collaborator? I didn't, but you have to do it, right? So I'll just now say yes. Have you made your first model prediction? Yes, I did it. So that is also yes. Can you see your team name or something on your leaderboard? So if I go to leaderboard, and you can see, so it will show you something like this. If it might not show you, then you can search your username or something like team name, basically, right? So I'll just if this works. Okay. It should be here somewhere. Okay, I'm not getting that as of now. It should be here.
So you can search your username in the search keyboard.
We can do that.
So there's a search leaderboard area below.
Yeah, we can do that. So I'm not sure. But it will show up. Okay, so whatever your thing is, it's not taking me there, but it will show you. So you just have to make sure that your username should be there in the leaderboard. So why is that? So that you have made the successful submission. It's a confirmation of that you have made a successful submission. If you haven't made successful submission, then your name won't appear on the leaderboard, and we will not be able to verify your username or your notebook name and notebook and rest of the thing, right? So that's why it's an important thing. So I'll just say yes for now. Is your notebook score appearing? So this is also another check, so that we are sure that you have done it. Many people don't do this check, and they end up not having their notebook inside. Their notebook not being checked by us, and that become a little painful, right? So is your notebook score appearing? It should be there. Some score, any score, doesn't matter. -2, -3, any score doesn't matter. It should be there. Okay. Yes. So provide your competition team name. So my team name is my username. Okay. So that username I have to provide here also, which is also your Kaggle username. So it is IITM BSCS 2008P as of now. Provide your notebook name. So notebook name is what I kept like this. I'll just copy. I'll go here, copy this, go to the form and paste it here, right? Now provide the notebook link. So notebook link is little tricky because you won't see it anywhere, like there's no link for that. So you have to go to this part, what do you call that, search bar. You have to go inside the search bar and select all of it and copy it and come back here and paste it. Okay, so that's all you have to do. And this is just a confirmation of that, so you just have to paste it again. And next we'll go to the page, and you have to say that you have to agree to this, that the information provided is accurate and giving incorrect info result in failing the MLP project. So you have to agree on that and submit it. Okay, so last part is submission of that, and that will complete the submission process of this 7 steps.
Sir, can you show again username and team name?
Yeah, so username part is so what will happen is whenever you I'll just reset the width of, okay, so you might end up here, right? So overview page or something, you can go to this team tab, click on this, and team name is mentioned here. Okay, same thing you have to give in this form. Whenever they ask, provide your team name, go there and provide this. This your
we don't have to change that.
Sorry?
We don't have to change that.
No, you don't have to change it. No, you don't have to change it. So whoever made this inside this roll numbers, I'm seeing few of them, or whoever has incorrect username, incorrect team name, or which are not, team name is there but their username is not the same, will send a mail to them to change it back. Okay, so if your team name is showing as your username, which is correct, so you don't need to change it, right? So here you can see team, your username should appear here. Like I'm not sure which one, but maybe this might look like correct one. Okay, like this one is look like correct one. So something like that you have to do. Okay, fine. So that is the complete process of filling the registration form. So if you do this registration form, then we will give you this registration status sheet, which will be available below this. So as of now, it's not there. We'll update that. So here you will see that. This is from previous term, and you might see like this. So your username, you have to remember it, whatever is your Kaggle username, and based on that, whatever your status is. So if it is successfully registered, it will show like this. If it is not, then it will show you like registration failed due to some of this reason. So the possibility of reason is that your notebook name is incorrect, or you are not shared with this ITM BSCS 2008P username, or your team name is incorrect, right? So the one of these three reason could be there, so that it's not registered. So if you ever see this red mark here in your against your Kaggle username, you have to go and check the reason for that, and you have to make the corrections, and we'll update it. So it gets regularly updated. So we rerun this script of it, and it will do that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Yes.
We can
Over
start
here.
editing that.
So I wanted
Yes.
to know the rubric for naming, like the username and the notebook name.
Username and notebook. Yeah. So notebook name is the name of the notebook you have to give, right? Username is your Kaggle username.
And what is the notebook name? So like, do we have to name it, or will it be given by?
Yeah,
the...
you have to name it. So your notebook name, you have to name it. For username, you don't have to. But when you create the account, Kaggle account, that time you will create the username, right?
What should be the notebook name, sir? Like, what is the rubric for naming it?
So notebook name should be okay, should be like this. Okay, like your.
Sir, after quickly go and join the competition.
Your voice was breaking. I didn't understand. Like this.
Point
right?
number 3. Point number 3. Yeah.
Yeah, roll number you have to write, and then you have to write this dash notebook dash 2025, right? So this should be your notebook name. So here your roll number will come up, whatever it is.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
If the username and the team name are same, then how could the team name be not as per the format, if there is any?
No. See,
what possible errors could be there in the team name as per the comparative chart of the of all the users that you have shown before?
So it could be anything, right? So let's say if it is not your username, then it's an error. It could be, I'm not sure what mistakes you make, but if it is not username, then it's incorrect. Kaggle username.
Oh, okay. So the team name has to be given by us, and it has to be the same as the Kaggle username. Is that right to put it?
Yes, and see, by default, if you don't make any changes in your Kaggle team name, then it will be by default username only. Okay, and you don't have to make any changes. But let's say if you make changes, or sometimes, I don't know, anything can happen in Kaggle. But if it is there, then we'll notify you that your username
There is
or your team name
discrepancy, and it has to be corrected.
Yeah, then you just have to go to this team tab and correct it. That's all.
So, sir, if there is a discrepancy, then we can edit the Google form as many times as required. Right?
Yes. So it is editable. I will show you that. So let's say I make a submission. Edit your response. Right? I can go back and edit it. So it's not an issue. I'm again here. So I made a submission just now, right? But now I can edit it. Okay, so that is not an issue.
The whole process that you told now has to be done before June 10th, right?
That is June. So we have extended. I think we will extend it till June 20. So you have to do it before June 20.
Okay. So the process which you have
Can
done.
we have a comprehensive look at the timelines if they are defined?
It is defined. We have just extended this part, which is registration part. So these 3 dates are there. Deadline for registration was till June 10, but we have I think we just now discussed it will be till June 20. And then last date of project submission will be going to be July of 20, right? So and few more things like milestone submission will be there. So at every, I guess I think this is incorrect.
But are these milestones not of the last semester?
This is from last term, right? I guess we should update this initial part, but Yeah, we will update this, but you whatever new dates are there will be as based on this page, right?
Understood.
Whatever this page
So
is.
the competition that we are about to participate in, that has already started from April 18th onwards, right?
Yes. So few people has
And
made
what
some
is the
submission.
what is the actual date of the competition end? That's also July 20th.
That is July 20th, so last date of submission. So this April was so if anybody wanted to explore the thing, so officially we give project statement earlier than the term starts, but officially project starts from whenever the term starts. So term was started like last Friday, right? So that time only the project was started officially. Before that it was like a practice period if anybody wanted to do anything.
That is understandable because the dates have to ultimately match up with the actual competition on the Kaggle platform. But
Yes.
is that right to put?
Yes.
So effectively, we are actually getting 60 days for
Yes.
completion. May, June, and July. 90 days of completion.
Yeah. So you have enough time. I think you can complete any ML project in that.
60 days.
So
is
that
good.
means after this lecture, we can directly
Lastly,
go
what?
and join the section.
I didn't get it.
Sir, I said that after the session, we can directly go and join the competition. That means.
Yeah, you can join now. Definitely, you can directly join the competition. You should
Sir.
join the competition as soon as possible.
Lastly, the difference between the
Sir, it is
milestones
not.
that are to be defined. Hello.
So sorry, it is not possible to join at the moment as I had asked earlier. It is not showing the current competition. It is still showing only the last terms.
So do you have the link of this documentation guideline document we have shared in chat? Do you have that?
Yeah.
I can give it again. So let me give it again. So just go to. Wait.
But in the dashboard, it is not showing yet.
Yeah, so that part is a little tricky. We don't have access to that. So the dashboard part is something done by whoever handles that part, right? Like
Okay.
Yeah. So but a registration to competition you can do without that. So like you need this guideline documentation, and this competition form link is also inside that, so you can do that.
Okay, thank you.
So my question was pending that what will be the effective time between each milestone, since we now have only 60 days of completion?
It will be around 2 weeks to one. So depends on how it is. So we give a little bit more time to EDA. Then rest of the milestones are not like not much difficult. So you can see initially what we give is we give you like 2 to 3 weeks for EDA part, which requires a lot of time, we can understand. Then there are like model building part, which is like you initially build linear models like linear regression, ridge, stochastic gradient descent, something like that you can apply on that. And then you build another few models like so these are naive Bayes, and all are naive Bayes is not a regression model, but this rest like nearest neighbor KNN and SVR you can use stochastic support vector regressor kind of thing. Then ensemble you can have after that. So this model building is not going to take much time of yours. EDA will take it, and we will give you around 2 to 3 weeks for that. Okay, and I think you will have much more time for this EDA part, I think so, because there will be this paradox coming up. So there will be 3 weeks of extra break you will have. The competition will goes on. We won't stop the competition. You can work on that if if you wish to, right? So it depends how you can manage that.
Sir.
Yes.
Can I clarify? Is the Viva level 2 compulsory?
Is level 2 compulsory? Yes, level 2 is compulsory. So without level 2, so based on level 1, we can only give you E grade, E or D grade. Like there is a possibility of that, depends on how well you do in level 1. But level 2 is it's kind of mandatory to get a good score.
Okay, so then can I clarify what's the difference between level 2 Viva and level 1 Viva? Could you please recap that again? Like
Yeah.
what exactly will they ask in each of the levels?
Yes. So level 1, so the level 2 are the people who are from data science background, so they are professionals working in some companies like that, who have better understanding of machine learning and all. So before you go to them, we have done a filtering process that few level 1 will be so they kind of senior peers to you, right? So who have done this MLP project, they might be a senior who have done this course, and they kind of make sure that you have done enough work so that you can go in front of them. Okay, so if you have done enough work, so what we say enough is mentioned here, that you should do some amount of EDA, exploratory data analysis. You should detect some kind of missing value like that, whatever is, so this all comes under EDA. So we have just expanded it a little bit. You have done some use pipeline, cleaning pipeline, model building pipeline, something like that, right? Done the hyperparameter tuning, and what we expect you finally after EDA and cleaning of data, that you have at least built 3 types of models. So it looks like you have done something, right? Just one model, or you haven't done anything, it looks like that. So 3 models means you have to build the model, and whatever whichever model you think that it is not resulting better results, you should comment it out. That is okay, but it should be kept in your notebook. So this notebook is like I said, it's like a canvas. Whatever you do, keep it there. Let's say you've done EDA, didn't work out later on, but you can keep that work, like code it out, comment it out, and you keep it there so that you can show it to the examiner that I've done it, but it didn't work out. That is also a good point. Like you have tried many things. That is also a good point in the project. Okay. Yeah. So that's what L1 is.
Yeah, but so you mentioned that they'll ask questions from the notebook itself, right? So you also mentioned earlier that we can edit the notebook whenever we want until the end of the project, which is July 20, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yes.
So if that's the case, then how will they? I mean, because if we can edit all the way until July 20th, then
yes,
what will they ask the questions from then essentially?
Okay, so see, what happens is, we give you editing permission so that you can improvise your score. Now score has some component of score means notebook score, notebook leaderboard score. If you improvise that, it has an impact on the final score, right? Like this. So this S component is the score, right? So you can improvise the score, but before even that, you can go in front of your examiner, Viva examiner. So let's say you have done some portion of your work, you give the Viva based on that, and you get a score of something. After that, since it will be a little unfair that we tell you to stop working on your ranking. So right, others are working on their ranking. So now it's just based on the ranking. After you pass, or you give your L2 Viva or L1, not L1 Viva, but L2 Viva. After L2 Viva, it becomes purely just improvisation of your ranking. That's all.
Okay, I understand. Okay, so so just one last question for me. So just to like get it clear, for level 2 Viva, if we fail it twice in a row, then we have to repeat the whole project. Am I right?
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay, then if we don't appear for the Viva at all, then our grade will be cut off at D or E. Is that right?
No. That is not the case. So let's say if you have done L1 little better, like, so it depends on how good your L1 scores are. So L1 scores are also given to you. It will be shared as a feedback. So if they are good, and then you fail the L2 Viva twice, or doesn't matter. So I guess once or twice, you can pass it. Like, so just bare minimum passing marks you can get. But if your L1 scores are little low, like bare minimum, you have passed it, then you go to L2. Then I guess you have to repeat it.
Oh, okay. I see. All right. Okay. Thank you.
So
Yeah.
L1 score does not have an impact on the final score
No,
per
no,
se.
it doesn't have any thing at the final score.
Output, got it.
So could you go to the L1 Viva part? I actually have a question over there.
Yeah, sure. We can. This one.
Yes, so over here, it's written repeat L1 Viva. Could you explain that part? It's written.
Repeat L1. So yeah, so repeat L1 is, so you go to the L1 examiner, and they will ask you question and everything, right? So like a basic Viva it will go. But if you fail the L1 Viva, you can opt for a repeat L1, right? That's what it is. You can opt for again L1 Viva.
So over there, it's written that, however, if the score is more than 50%, but they still don't pass, then based on the L1 performance, they will receive D or E grade. So what does that mean?
Here, right? Yeah, if someone scores less than 50% in L1 Viva, they'll get a chance to reappear. So this is first time, right? Let's say you couldn't able to score more than 50 in your L1 Viva, first attempt. Okay, so you get a reattempt. Okay, but however, if the score is more than 50%, but they still don't pass. So see, whoever has more than 50%, we send them to L2 Viva. Okay. Is it okay? So you go to L2 Viva. Now you fail the L2 Viva. So what we'll do, we'll give you D or E based on your L1 performance.
All right.
So below 50, you get a reattempt of L1 Viva. Above 50, that means you have passed the L1 Viva. And now you don't need to give L1 Viva. You go to L2 Viva. But if you fail L2 Viva, then what should we do? We give you D or E.
Okay, so if we fail the L2 Viva, we cannot like repeat the entire project. We'll just get D or E grade based on L1 performance.
Yes.
Okay.
But is that so? Because as per the note above, it is the cutoff score which has to be passed for, which has to be achieved for crossing over the L1 Viva. In the note just above, where it is written yet to release the minimum score of so and so, that is necessary to successfully pass the L1 Viva. So if say the minimum score needed is 65 and we still reach out till 60, then we do not pass the L1, but we are stuck at the D or E max to max. We do not proceed to L2. Isn't that right? Because that's how the other projects are also.
So this
from last term onwards.
Less than 50%. No, see, these scores are related to L1 Viva, not. So if you don't clear the cutoff, which is not set yet, I think, score cutoff. So since you didn't cut off the score, right? You could not go to L2, L1 or L2 any Viva. You can't go for it. So since you didn't cross the cutoff, you have to you failed the project and you have to repeat the project, right? So score cutoff
approximately by when can we see the actual data for
Manoj,
whatever is to be released?
Okay. Okay. I would like to add few points here. So first of all, I think what Manu says, I will be saying the same thing. It's like once you cross the cutoff, which will be somewhere around 0.45. Okay. As of now, I mean, we are yet to say it officially, but the score would be somewhere around 0.45. So let's say once you cross the score 0.45, then only you will be called for level 1 Viva. So once you appear for level 1 Viva, there also they will evaluate you on some scale. Okay. In that scale, let's say you scored below 50, if you passed, okay, if you passed that, then you will move to the L2 Viva. But if you have not passed, no, then based on, you have also lost the repeating chance. Then based on your L1 performance, you may fail, you may get D or you may get E. Okay, that is one
But
case.
what is the passing criteria for L1? That is the question over here.
Yeah, so for L1 criteria, so okay, I'll tell you the passing criteria. So there are 11 checkpoints. Have you seen the grading document?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have gone through that.
okay. So I'll tell you. So out of those checkpoints, see, first three things are mandatory. I think I talked about it in the beginning also. So I mean, at least you should be able to, you should be doing ADA. You should try at least three models. You should be able, you should be able to explain your notebook, and also whatever questions L1 examiner is asking, just to cross check, okay, whether you have done your work properly. I mean, whether the work is authentic or not. If you have passed this, then only, I mean, if you satisfy all these three at least, okay, these three are mandatory. If you miss any of these, I mean, does not matter whatever you have done, you will fail. If you have passed these three, then now we will judge you based on the remaining criteria. Okay, remaining criteria, even if you somewhere around 70%, no, even if you are I mean, more than 70% criteria satisfies, no, then you will pass L1 Viva. Got it? Or I mean, I just confuse you, is it?
It's only the L1 score that is still a little bit doubtful.
Okay.
Because
Okay. Maybe I can show you the form. Okay. I mean, the response. So it's like, no, in L1, as I said, three criteria are mandatory. Okay. I mean, you had to try, you had to do ADA. If you have not done ADA, does not matter whatever you have done, you will fail L1 Viva. If, whether you have tried out three models, if you have not tried out three models, you will fail L1 Viva. I mean, there won't be any other chance. I mean, whether you are able to explain your notebook.
Criteria is understandable. I'm talking about the scoring, because
So
even
based
if
on
I
that only, yeah,
successfully
based on, yeah,
pass the
yeah.
criteria, what will be the basis of scoring? That is one. And on the basis of score, okay, that is scoring is up to the examiner. I can understand, but that score that the examiner is giving, it clearly mentions that below 50% will be given another attempt
So
at
see,
L1.
yeah,
Above 50%, but still below the cutoff marks, will not be given an L2 chance,
okay.
and
I'll
will
tell
be
you
stuck
here.
at DLE.
I'll tell you here. Okay, I got your point. First of all, this score, whatever you are saying, no, this is the percentage of checkpoint qualified. Consider it like that only. So there are 11 checkpoints. Okay, if you have crossed at least 70 or 75%, no, it means at least 7 out of 10 or 11, something like that is there. Okay, so because there are few checkpoints we have added recently also. So it's like 13 checkpoints are there. 3 checkpoints are mandatory. Out of remaining
10
10,
are
yeah,
okay.
10 are, I mean, optional. Out of 10, at least 7 you should satisfy. At least 7 you should satisfy. Okay, out of remaining 10. Okay, then you will successfully pass L1 Viva. Okay, now there would be one section who are between 7 to 5. Okay, I mean, between 5 to 7. For these people, we had decided that, I mean, we will award them based on D or E. Okay, I mean, based on their, based on their satisfied criteria, we will award them D or E grade. Okay. So you, for now, at least first to two cycles, you can consider it as like, consider it like, if you have satisfied more than 7 criteria, you have passed. If you have not satisfied more than 7 more than 7 checkpoints, okay, then you have to repeat L1 Viva. Okay. In the last cycle, in the last cycle, if it is less than 5, you failed. Between 5 to 7, you have passed with D or E grade. Okay. And even if you have passed level 1 Viva and failed in level 2 Viva, then again, based on level 1 performance, you will get D or E grade. Is it clear?
Yeah,
All
sort
right,
of.
right.
Ideally, like practically speaking, if I'm making a submission on Kaggle and it has been, or it has a possibility of getting accepted as a submission because it has been scored of above 0.45 of a regression score. So then that means, ideally speaking, I should have cross-checked all the checkpoints that are mentioned, including the
No,
three
no, not at
mandatory
all.
and
Not at all.
not
Not at all.
necessarily.
No, not at all. So here, see, there are some ideal practices. Okay, for example, I mean, your notebook may look very rough. Okay, I mean, you may do here and there, but ideally, if you see the checkpoints, in the checkpoints, there are things like whether your notebook is structured or not, whether you have used pipelines or not. Okay,
Best
things like
practices,
that.
based on the best
Yeah,
practices of the
correct,
industry.
correct,
Understood.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is
And
there.
lastly, on the basis of timeline, we went through the entire set of individual components of the timeline, where Manoj sir was also helpful in understanding which component will take how many, probably how many weeks. So as I read it right, the first four components, the first critical four components will approximately take 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, 5 weeks, 6 weeks approximately. So is it right to say that the project first submission will ideally take 45 to 50 days, let's say?
Okay, so I'll tell you how people approach it. Okay, I mean, see, although we have mentioned it in the milestones and everywhere, I mean, this the process milestones are kept in such a way that, I mean, if someone is just started from the core side, no, I mean, who has taken MLP and project together, I mean, keep taking care of those people also, somewhere like that. But if what we suggest you to do is that at least just learn the models, okay, how to train the models, do first at least go, I mean, set with just go with the minimum bare minimum pre-processing and submit one model. Okay, then again go back to the pre-processing step, improve, tweak the pre-processing step, do different thing, and see what is happening with your final performance. Something like that. Okay, and one important data which I missed to share with all of you is that if you see the last terms, for top 50 or top 100 people's submissions was more than 40. Okay, average submissions was 40, and there are people like who had done from 150 submissions or something like that. So I'm not talking about that, but the average submissions by top 100 people was around 40. But at the same time, if I talk about the overall submissions, it was somewhere around 7 to 8. Okay, so it simply means that most of the people just try to pass it. Okay, the data we have, we understand it, and but yeah, it's ultimately your loss. But in case if you want to learn it, and if you want to, I mean, get a good score, in that case I would always suggest you to start from the, I mean, start from the beginning, try out model. Okay, I mean, at least we go with the see model. So main, I mean, 80% timing will be you will spend on the this part, I mean, pre-processing part and feature engineering, all these things, right? EDA, here only you will say do the here you only you will spend most of the time. But again, so at the beginning, just go with some, at least some model, okay, so that whatever you are tweaking, you can understand what is happening with that pre-processing steps. Okay.
And approximately how much time should that take in the practical scenario?
Completely depends on you. Completely depends on you. See,
I know.
if you,
I mean, on an average, as you said, like making the first
least,
submission, you said bare minimum steps you take on. Is it 1 week, 2 weeks,
okay.
3 weeks?
Okay, I'll ask
that, considering from the
And sir,
novice perspective.
Will we have EDA sessions and statistical analysis sessions, like how to do it?
So see, I mean, if you want, we can conduct some sessions. But yeah, usually we do not have any sessions like that. Okay,
Yeah, so because
I mean,
we were
Sir, if it is
talking about
possible, you
processing.
guys can conduct the sessions this
okay,
term.
okay, we can do that. We can do that. Just
Yeah.
go one by one. Just go one by one. Okay, so let me take that out. Like, I mean, whom I was talking.
Nishan,
Nissan. Yeah, Nissan. So what you were saying? Okay. What would be your? I mean, what would be your
practical timeline
practical timing?
for
So
first submission.
it depends on two things. First, I mean, whether you are doing it for the first time, whether you are learning MLP for the first time, or have you completed your MLP course?
Course is completed. We did some practical assignments last term. I was on the process of developing my own models on the basis of my
Okay, in
entrepreneurial
that case,
skills.
yeah, okay. In that case, I would suggest you to do at least submissions in within a 2 week. Okay, at least do some submissions, or at least now also like you just try out. Okay, try out building at least one model. Okay, I mean in the feature engineering part, no, I mean in the just do some encoding of text variables and submit one model. I mean, see, 4, 5, 6 models you already know logistic. I mean, yeah, it's a regression based problem, so yeah, you have to go with the regression based models. Just try out 5 or 6 models and see what is happening in the score. I mean, then you can do, I mean, at least these many things you can try in a week one only, right? And then later you can, later you can improve,
Keep
look
on
for
improving
improving.
upon
Yeah,
them.
correct.
And
I mean, at least
as
you
per
will get.
your as per your guidance, what will be the ideal way for approaching the L1 Viva? Like after reaching a certain level of score, or the moment I cross the cutoff, I submit for the L1 Viva?
So Viva, say there are two components, Viva and Kaggle score. Viva component, once you are confident, you appear. I mean, I would always suggest you to appear for Viva. Okay, and definitely, I mean, do not go wait for third cycle, because in the first two cycle you have benefit. Okay, first cycle is mainly if I talk about the previous term, ideally we always push you to appear as soon as possible. Okay, because from the operations perspective, I say we say this. But yeah, ideally in the first cycle, who are very confident, who know the everything, I mean, who has the idea, who are, I mean, who just wants to get things done, okay, as soon as possible. So these people, or I mean, there would be few people like who last time due to some reasons they were not able to complete it. They will in the beginning only they would have started from 1-2 week earlier, okay, and they have done the model and they are ready for Viva kind of thing. Okay, I mean, in Viva, as you know that they will also check your conceptual skills, right? So if you are ready for that, appear. Okay, then
And what
you
are the
can
dates
appear.
for the cycle, apparently?
As of now, it is yet to be. I mean, ops team is yet to share it. So once they share, we will forward it to with you, and also we'll add in the guideline document. Okay. Sorry for interrupting, Manoj. Uh,
Excuse
Manoj,
me, sir.
yeah, just to wait, just wait. Manoj, I mean, you were you discussing something? I mean, I just broke the flow. Hello.
He had explained the entire process at least.
Okay. Was it done?
Yeah,
Was
yeah,
it
the
done?
process was done. Process was done.
Okay.
We were just clearing our doubts on the basis of the process explained so
All
far.
right. All right. All right. Then yeah, please continue.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Sir, I have a doubt regarding the grading document, sir.
Okay.
There is a section called
So
S
can
right
you
now,
go
sir,
in
where
the
we will check the
go in
score.
the queue? Can you go in the
Uh-huh.
queue? Can you go in the
Okay.
queue?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Sure. Sure, Andrew. I mean, uh, okay. Since he has already said, I understand. I mean, this is my mistake. I think I should go by queue only. Okay. Let me take.
Excuse,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
sir.
Whoever was saying, just tell me. Okay. I'll take it out. Then
Okay,
after
sir.
that, we will queue.
Uh,
Yeah.
there is a section called S right now, sir, in the grading document where you will check the best score with the top scores.
Mm-hmm.
And you said we can submit even after the level 2 Viva.
Right.
Sir, what if somebody just completes the level 2 Viva and then change their notebook to some deep learning model? Then there is no way to outperform with any good code of machine learning model right now, sir.
So
So you will check
again, yeah.
along the notebook
So okay.
or just the score.
Okay, here in that case, I'll tell you after the deadlines, no, after the deadline, we always check the. I mean, we download all the notebooks, okay, and we
Okay.
check, we run our script to check what you have done, okay.
Okay.
So it
Okay,
happens
sir.
always after the dedeadline, okay. So yeah,
Okay, sir.
that's the
Okay,
thing.
sir.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay, welcome. Yeah, Anis. Let me go one by one. Anis.
Sir, the course material is not currently accessible to me. Is that a general problem or is it only for now? Like
Only
the
for
course
now. Only.
only for
I mean,
it will
only
be
for
made
now.
accessible soon?
Yeah, it should be made available. I also talked to it today also, like, but they said that it is available. So I thought the
Okay.
students might be confused. But since so many of you are saying, then it definitely there is some issues from the upside team side.
Also, sir, if you're doing the machine learning practice course parallelly, is it
Mm-hmm.
possible to do this? Like if I like study the material of that machine learning practice course like parallelly, like faster, like I studied faster.
In that
Is it
case,
possible to do this
yeah. See
project
here.
course?
Okay. Here I'll tell you in the project what is there. What in machine learning practice course you learn the. I mean, first you learn the word how to use the sklearn library and how what all models are there. Okay. But if you when you participate in these competitions, what happens is that you do not have to just build some models. Okay, you have to improve your score by using different processing techniques. You refer, I mean, what typically different people does is that they refer to different document, I mean, the different similar Kaggle competitions, or I mean different publicly available notebooks, blogs, research papers, and they just try those techniques on their own. It's kind of, as I said, no, trial and error thing. You just try it out, just take it. And during in that process you learn so many new things. Okay, even if I tell you, there will be say so many new things which you will be learning in this process. But the people, if I talk about the previous experience, those people like who take MLP and project together typically misses this part. Okay, what will happen with you is I can say directly in the beginning you will do submissions, or I mean, but towards the end, I mean, in the beginning you won't make much progress. Okay, but I mean, once the deadline will approach, no, there would be few people, I mean, they will say, they will tell you that yeah, this model is crossing the cutoff. If you do it like that, no, yeah, you will be able to cross the cutoff. You will do something similar and you will be able to cross the cutoff. And I mean, yeah, maybe you will also get the some I mean, Viva, as you know, Viva is like, I mean, I mean, remember some conceptual things, you will be able to at least get some score on Viva. But yeah, how much you learned, and also how much you learned and how much you scored. These two things matters. Okay, and it depends completely how you are approaching this MLP project. Okay, but again,
Okay. Yes.
yeah, again in this term, I can say that you have 1 month extra time. So
Yes.
I mean, yeah, if you do it properly,
Also, if you're doing it
hmm,
like from if you're doing it for the first time, if you're not done MLP theory before, what resources can
mhm.
we like look into to like speed up the learning? Is there anything available?
So first thing I would suggest you to at least go through the MLP course. Okay, then you will have
Okay.
the
Yes.
broader idea. Then you will have the broader idea. After that, the approach is like attempt the quiz. Sorry, attempt the project. Okay, see different things. Go through the various competitions. How different people are approaching similar problems. How different. Just go through the publicly available notebooks. See what they are doing. Okay, what techniques they are using. Just try to use those techniques. In this process, you will learn
Yes.
so many new things. Okay, so that's the
Yes.
best thing. What is the best score in scoring formula? So the person who will be at the top of the leaderboard, no, and who is also, I mean, your batchmate, okay, will take their score for reference. I mean, it will simply show. I mean, why we are taking their score for reference is only to give you the idea that at least for the you we are comparing you from someone who is a part of your who is your batchmate, and he is not someone who has already done the courses and everything. Okay, so we are comparing you from, and also this score will say that yeah, this is achievable. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's go one by one. Yeah, Andrew. Sorry to keep you waiting so long. Yeah, Andrew.
So my Wi-Fi is very bad. I just posted it in the chat. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah. Okay. 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 Yeah. Let me read it. So I'll just put
My Wi-Fi.
in level two. Okay. Regarding the questions being asked from anything we have done during the course, could you please send a comprehensive? I don't know, maybe 300 pages of required material. We must know that and have learned like a revision notebook. So I mean, yeah, at least we have not made something like that. So I'll tell you the question percentage. 80 to 90% questions. I mean, I can say 80 to 90% questions will be from something like just read whatever you have learned in MLP course, whatever is there in your notebook. Okay, whatever you have used in your notebook, and yeah, after that just search top 50, top 100 data science question interview questions. Okay, at least you will be able to cover 80 to 90% questions. After that, second step would be to, I mean, whatever algorithms you have used, the
New
mathematical
question.
intuition, data science interview questions. Okay, so this is what I am saying. Uh-huh. Sorry, I mean, I'm not able to hear you properly. David, I mean, I am not able to hear you
Okay.
properly. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, so yeah, after that, I mean,
So usually when I make my notebooks, I
is he audible for others?
add formulas and everything or notes itself into the book
Andrew,
while
your
I'm
voice
using
is
it.
His
cracking.
voice is
Now
getting
you can answer
disconnected.
it as after every this thing because my Wi-Fi is really bad.
All right. So what I am saying, okay, okay, what I am saying is that just practice those things. After that, okay, just learn the mathematical intuition behind each algorithm, how a different algorithm works. Okay, if you have done it, then I would say 90 to 95% part is done. Okay, yeah, sorry, I think the I didn't say percentage correctly. So there would be the coding section also, like they will ask you to do code something. That is that part is there, and 5 to 10%. I mean, generic statics questions. Okay, that's it. Okay. So that's the thing. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Devopam Chakravarti.
Hi, sir. So, in the milestone table, there are a few learning methods, listed out, right? Including
Mhm.
naive Bayes and like SGD and so on.
Uh,
So, do we need to use all of them?
See, I'll tell you what is the milestone. See, and how we have introduced the milestone. Ideally, the best approach is that you just try it out different, just try to optimize your score. Okay. But typically, why we have added this milestone is that at least those people like who does not have any idea like what to try, how to try. Okay. For those people, we have mentioned the different models. You just try these models in these weeks. Okay. So it is not mandatory to use all those models. But yeah, for milestones, for the graded assignment, I'm referring the milestone questions as an graded assignment. You have to submit the answer. For that you can try. Okay, and you can answer that. But once you present your notebook in front of L1 or L2 examiner, you can just keep it concise and use top three models there. Keep top three models over there, and yeah, you can do like that. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for the clarification.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Who is next? Yeah, R. Gunavati.
Sir, when is the next
Yeah.
class for this project session? And I am seeing in the calendar now it has been removed, and also it is clashing with MLP live class, sir. So can you take care of that?
Okay.
Because
Okay. So this session will be always from 7 to 8 p.m. every Thursday. Okay. So that is the first thing. Second thing is that once we get the TA, TA or mentor, whatever you say. So once we get that, it will happen every day, Monday to Friday. Okay. Every day we will sit for 7 to 8 p.m. Okay.
okay, perfectly
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So this class, you will be taking the class next week,
Uh,
Thursday,
next
weekly
next
once.
Thursday, next Thursday I won't be available. So I'll
Yeah.
see whether Manoj is taking it or not. In
Okay.
case if because I will be traveling. So otherwise, if he takes it, then it's fine.
Okay.
Otherwise, we will prepone it on Wednesday. Yeah, that is what we can do.
8 to 10 we have MLP lives. That's it. Like we don't
Yeah,
want to
so,
miss it.
yeah,
That's it.
correct, correct. So this session will be always from 7 to 8 p.m. only.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
this was the first session, so that's why it took so long.
Okay,
But
sir.
yeah, usually it
Really
would be from
appreciate, sir.
7 to.
Thank
Okay,
you,
okay.
sir.
Sir, please check, cross-check with BDM session, sir.
Okay,
BDM
when is the
project
BDM
session.
session? So when it is?
Sir, actually, it is from 6:30 to 8:30.
Yeah, every day or every Thursday?
Sir, I am not sure about it.
All right. So here, the main thing is that no, Rajnish, we will take the session every day. Every day one TA will be here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So that's why we cannot. Every day so it will clash with someone. No. So that's why. And it's no, it won't be mandatory. What I would suggest you is that the session wherever we will do some teaching kind of thing. No, we will record it. We will stream it also. Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, it will be like a Q&A session. You can ask the questions. You can. We will clarify your doubts. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Everyday recording won't be possible. So whenever we will teach something, no, we will record it. Okay. Someone has specified. Sir, I want. Then I will
Yeah.
get a multiple.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, okay. Thanks for sharing the document. Even though it is not available in the dashboard, I have been able to create the notebook and all that. So this will be considered, right? So when
Yeah. Right.
these things will not be reset when they actually open it up
No.
for
No. No.
everyone.
Not at all.
Going to
Not
the
at all.
competition, it says it's 22 days ago. So none of us, I don't know. I did not have this information. I did not.
Right.
I mean,
I understand. So typically those people like who has seen the grading document, who are aware of these things, no? So they know. Okay. Typically every term MLB project we release it in the term break only. Okay. Yeah. So those who are aware, they take they utilize this time. But in this term, since you already have 1 month gap, so I think it won't matter much.
So this, the session will be there. Will be held every day, 7 to 8. We can discuss about any procedural or any technical. We can seek any technical guidance also during these sessions, right? If
Yeah,
I'm facing
but
any issues in related to building the
so
model or
they
defining it.
won't okay, they won't help you with your personal code. Exactly because code sharing won't be allowed. But yeah, generally if you get the guidance, if you want to take the guidance, that they will help you. Because I think if you are saying whatever things are possible in the public platform, no, so only those things will be discussed. Okay. For example, you cannot say that, yeah, I'm getting this error, just debug me my code. Okay. So that they won't be able to help in those cases. But for example, let's say, maybe, or if you, in case you can say that I'm getting something like this error. Okay. So it depends on the, TAs. Okay. So if they will be, if they get the idea, or if those are generic, generic errors, no, they will guide you. Okay, you would have done something like that. Okay, and you can do like that or the this.
So every day, I heard someone say that the links are not available. So is it going to be the same
It
Zoom?
will be, no. It will be updated. I just know what I did, Okay, I'll share you. Okay,
It's
I
one
hope my
common link, then it will be very helpful. We'll just keep it.
yeah, it will be one common link. It will be one common link. I'll just share it with you now mainly. So what we did know, Emily project calendar is there. So for that I have set it. Okay, maybe since you have not subscribed to this calendar, no, so that's why this link is not visible to all of you for now. So we will be using this link only. Okay, for all other sessions. Or if we update the TA session, or if we use different, or yeah, we will use this link only for all the TA session also. Okay.
Thank you.
So yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. All right. Anything else?
No, nothing from me. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome. All the best. I think. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Okay. Good night.
Manish,
Yeah.
you're talking?
Yeah, Nishan.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Really appreciate. Good night, sir.
Yeah. Good night.
Sir, I had a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah. Please.
So my college ends
Was
on
waiting for
3rd June.
Mm-hmm.
So is it okay if I start after that? Like
Yeah,
when?
but complete the registration process.
Yes.
Complete the registration process as soon as possible. Okay, and take care of the milestones submission. Okay, these two things. As of now, yeah, milestones is not ready. So yeah, take care of these two things, because after a certain point, registration will be closed and you won't be able to do anything. So I think this time I think you have enough time, because registration date will be somewhere around 14th June. Deadline will be on 14th June. So yeah, you have enough time. But yeah, I would suggest you do these things as soon as possible.
Okay, yes. So registration and milestones are the two things I should keep in mind.
Haha.
Okay, yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome. Any other questions? Yeah,
Yeah,
Nissan.
we were waiting for an
Okay.
any introductory insights on the actual competition that we are participating this time? Like, what
Yeah,
is it
I
about?
did.
How to approach it, or any suggestions, any guidance on that part?
So I'll tell you how I would approach it. I think I have already told you. So what I would do is that, let's say if I have to approach any competition, or when I approach any competition, what I typically do is that, first of all, I'll check the data set, like what all things are there in the data set, how things are distributed in the different columns. Okay, and statical things, just check it out. Okay, understand whether the outliers are there. There is correlation between different columns or not. Okay, just do all the thorough checking. Once I'm done with that, after that I'll proceed to the, my first step would be to, just simply do at least one submissions. Okay, for that what I'll do is that I'll just convert all the text into numbers. Okay, because machine won't understand text. I'll use, for the simplicity, I'll use label encoder. Okay, which will simply convert all the text into the numbers. After that, I'll take the models, like I know, linear regression cannot give me the highest score. Okay, so I'll try for the random forest regressor, XGBoost, all those models. Okay, ensemble based models. Typically, these models gives you the better score. So I'll try out for 5, 6 models. And I'll check the score, like how much score I'm getting for different models. I check the score. This will be my baseline. Okay, now my target will be to improve this. For that, now I'll again go back to the this part, pre-processing part. And now in pre-processing part, I'll observe, I'll try to observe different things. I'll try by removing some outliers. Using different conditions by removing outliers, whether things are helping it for me or not. Okay, I'll start tuning the model. I'll start doing hyperparameter tuning. I'll see whether my model performance is increasing or not. I'll now after that, initially I used label encoder, but now I'll see each column. Okay, whether label encoder is a good technique here or not, whether I should use ordinal encoding, or whether I should just use, if there are, or whether we should go for one hot encoding, whatever techniques we have, I'll see that. Okay, wherever data set, values are missing, what is the reason behind that. I'll try to understand those patterns. Okay, all these things I'll do, and after that I can, as I said, I start referring to the different competitions, different public level notebook, how the current, I mean, I'll refer to the different different blogs written by the Kaggle Grandmasters. Okay, all these things keep doing till for next 2 months. Okay, and continue improving more models. Okay, so this is the ideal approach.
Okay. The dimensionality reduction will also be happening at this stage according to you, or is that something which you should have attempted beforehand itself?
Sorry.
Dimensionality reduction is something which you should approach, or not in this kind of
See, in MLP, there is no hard and fast rule. I mean, everything you have to try and see
try and
what is
see. I
happening.
understand that point.
Uh-huh.
And I got your general gist of the thing or the process, how to approach the competition. That is quite clear. In fact, you were kind enough to explain that in the actual theory course also of MLP last term. I had attended that.
Okay.
My question actually was related to the actual competition, the topic of the competition that is happening this time. Do you have any insights on that, which we could uh, mm, possibly, which would possibly help us to relate to it, and
So
henceforth give our best
this,
to
yeah, this
attempt it
I
in
w-
the.
this okay, this I won't help you in that. Okay, yeah, I'll tell you to explore it on your own. Okay, for obvious reasons. Okay, I mean, ultimately aim is to, I mean, you should learn how to approach it and how to tackle the competition. Okay, this is what you have to do in the project. No, I mean, I have the idea. I
Yeah.
know, I mean, yeah, what I have to tell, but I won't tell this.
No,
Okay, I will not.
don't get me
Yeah,
wrong. I'm not asking for a
no,
solution
I
to a
understand. I
problem,
understand.
but
I understand.
just for example, last I mean in the theory term, I hope I'm not restricting anyone else to ask any other questions if there is.
Mm-hmm.
Anish had raised his hand previously.
Okay, okay, it's fine. It's fine.
Uh,
Just continue. Then after that, I'll
so
take
I
this
was
question.
saying that I'm not asking for a solution or a way to look at it in that terms, but I'm asking for the relativity of that problem in itself. For example, last term in the theory, we had studied in detail different models and their applications for the housing data set. And the way I had approached it was to learn from it and be able to apply it in the PMY in our country, PMY data set in our own country. So, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana.
Right, right, I
So
understand.
that is something which I learned from that data set and was able to see its real life application and henceforth relate to it and henceforth learn from it much more. So in that essence, what is the topic of this time's competition? I still have to go and study that, no doubt about it. What you're saying is absolutely right, that we'll have to study it on our own. But any insights from you, like what is it regarding? How is
So
it relevant in the
yeah,
real world scenario, or maybe
right,
something
right.
like that?
So this is what I'm saying here is that, so see, first and foremost, I think, I mean, maybe I would not have conveyed it properly. So I'm saying no. I mean, what would be my step? I mean, in between is that. So after that, I'll look for the similar competitions. Okay. So what is the objective of this competition? Here, if you see that it is an e-commerce data, and we are trying to predict the transaction. I mean, how much amount? How much
A
purchase
spender
someone
will
will do.
spend, yeah,
Right,
purchase
right.
power.
So, so I'll start looking for the e-commerce related data set. Okay. So because I mean this data set will be similar to those type of problem statement. Okay. And from there you can see, getting my point. And this you have
Got
to
it, got
explore.
it, got it.
Okay. This you have to
Okay,
explore.
okay, got it, got it.
Uh,
That's exactly what I was probably looking
mhm.
forward to. Like,
Right, right, right. So I mean,
looking.
yeah, I
Thank you.
expect you to do that part. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, of course, we do. I
Uh-huh.
mean, just an introduction was something which I was hoping that how is
Right,
it
right,
relevant to? Yeah.
right, right.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, I think someone has raised his hand. No? Anis. Hello, Anis, are you there? All right. If if there is no doubts, then
Sir,
we can. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So this. Okay, I think two people have raised the hand. Anis, are you there? Okay. If not, then yeah. So this, please continue. Hello, Anis or Sudhis, anyone can continue. Otherwise, I mean, if anyone who doesn't have any doubt, I mean, they can leave the meeting.
sir,
Yeah.
yes, sir. I
Yes.
just have one doubt, sir. Like I'm also doing MLP course. So there the content they will leave, like they will be giving it week wise. So if the L1 Viva happens before, so I'll miss out the other content. So how to cover that up, sir?
So obviously, the obvious answer would be just to cover the MLP course in advance.
Yes, sir. Oh, by the week slides.
Uh-huh. I mean, the videos are available on YouTube, right? The complete playlist is available on YouTube, right? From there, you can access the lectures. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Actually, someone else also asked that question previously. How can we do the project along with the course? I had an insight, just sharing it across. IIT is kind enough to consider our project registration for 2 terms, and it's just a learning from my own side that it's always better to do at least try the project beforehand to find its pros and cons and be able to utilize that in the next term for appearing it or giving it your best foot forward. That's the take on it.
Yeah, that's the best suggestion for, who, for those who wants to learn. Who doesn't want, who are not just trying to pass the project or complete the project. Who wants to learn, for them,
yes.
this is the best suggestion. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for that.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, Anis, you are audible.
Sir, my all the doubt is clear. Just I was asking, my dashboard is showing that the course as is unavailable.
I think many people are facing this issue. Okay, from your side you can write the mail. Otherwise, also I'll again check with the ops team. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. Okay then. Yeah. Bye bye.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for your guidance.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah. Hello.
I had a question which was not related to the project. Can I ask it?
Yeah. Please.
So I was working on a research work by myself. It was regarding machine learning benchmarking of like advanced models in financial data. So to scale it further, I would need more computational resources.